It's an emotional one today, guys. So grab your tissues. Today we're going to be talking about a film that's received massive critical acclaim. Let me play my music. All of Us Are Strangers, one of those films that feels less like a story and more like a memory resurfacing. The director, Andrew Haigh, creates a world suspended between the living and the dead, between dream and waking, and at its centre stands Andrew Scott, delivering a performance so transparent that you can see every emotion flickering through his eyes. Everyone in the film feels emotionally suspended between life and death. Beneath all the aspects of ghosts and afterlife lies something quieter and far more human and sad. It's the ache of unresolved relationships.
Sorry, I think we need to. Don't say it. Please don't say it. We have to. We have to.
Adam loses his parents as a child, the worst fear of any child, but you don't see the aftermath. What makes the loss feel even more devastating is that Adam never really got the chance to say goodbye to them. You don't see him growing without them, going through childhood into his teens. Instead, you see him as a man, and the shell of a man that he is, and that's the most real and sad part of the movie.
I'm assuming you're not with anyone. Never see you with anyone.
My office ego. I suppose so, yeah.
Andrew Haigh directs all these different absences in Adam's life as these large emotional landscapes. He allows the viewer to slip seamlessly between present day and memory. From adulthood to childhood, from Adam's consciousness to his dream states. The film moves constantly between memory and reality. You're not always supposed to fully understand where you are, but you don't have to. You just absorb everything that you're watching, and it all pieces together as the movie comes to a conclusion. Everything feels like shared hallucinations. The film never fully explains whether Adam is really seeing ghosts, or simply reliving his grief so vividly that it becomes real to him. Haigh trusts the audience enough to feel things without explaining every detail. At its heart, All of Us Are Strangers is about grief, identity, and the slow, painful acceptance of yourself. It's about how childhood follows you into adulthood, how grief quietly shapes the person you become. Over time, Adam becomes more comfortable living in memory than in reality. Like revisiting the past has consumed him emotionally, and how unspoken trauma can stay with someone for their entire life.
Of course you can.
The film's most emotional sequence for me is when Adam is lying in bed beside his mother. There's an almost universal comfort to this image of him and the safety of him being with his mother. You can feel him slowly becoming a child again, like he's slipping into a memory or a dream.
You know, when I was a teenager, I used to plot it all out.
What do you mean?
What we might have done together. Birthdays, trips to London, the planetarium, or holidays that we might have gone on together.
Oh, did we make it to Disneyland?
We did. And I shut down Space Mountain. And we fought every day. Because that's what everyone did with their parents. They fought and bickered.
Did we make up?
No, we didn't need to make up. We were together. So did what? No.
You're okay, son.
Adam's apartment, quiet and suspended in air, feels like a kind of purgatory. There are no people in the entire complex, Before the film even introduces ghosts, Adam already lives like one. Adam isn't isolated from the world around him. He's terrified of letting another person emotionally close to him. Part of what makes the character Harry feel so important is that he reflects Adam back at himself. The loneliness, the isolation, the fear of being truly seen. Paul Mescal's presence reinforces the atmosphere. His performance is subtle and tender. It's in these moments that Scott's acting abilities are undeniable. He can collapse decades of emotion in a single look. There's something heartbreaking about the fact that Adam is now older than his parents ever got to be. Even though he was once the child in the relationship, he almost becomes the comforting figure instead.
Ignore me, refuse to play with me, stick my head down the toilet, flick drawing pins in my face. Thanks, Nick. So why didn't you come into my room if you heard me crying?
Why didn't you tell me what was happening at school? And I knew that if I was at your school, I'd probably picked on you too.
Yeah, I think I always probably thought that anyway.
You know, when she told me, it did make me think about all the jokes that we make. And
I have good memories too.
yeah, I hope so. Okay. I hope so. I hope you did. Sorry I never came in your room when you were crying.
Dad, I get it. It was so long. It was so long ago.
Stop. You're right, son. You're right.
The relationship between Adam and Harry feels less like a traditional romance and more like two lonely people briefly finding each other. There's something incredibly fragile about the way they interact. Harry feels like the first real emotional connection Adam has allowed himself to have in years. And because of that, every moment between them carries this underlying sadness. There's something tragic about their relationship. What makes Harry so heartbreaking is that he almost expects to be rejected, like loneliness has become completely normal to him. And what makes Andrew Scott's performance so devastating is how emotionally restrained he is. Adam rarely expresses his feelings directly. He moves through the film like someone disconnected from his own life, almost like he's emotionally frozen in time. Even in moments of intimacy, there's still a sadness inside him, a hesitation, like he never fully learned how to let another person get close to him. Scott never overplays any of this. Most of the emotion exists in silence, in the way he looks at people, or the way he struggles to say certain things out loud.
I'm really sorry about the other night.
Oh, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
See ya.
See ya. I actually do like whiskey if you want to have a drink or...
All of Us Are Strangers works so well because it understands how memory works. It's not linear recollection, it's fragments, love and pain combined. Whether the conversations with his parents are real or imagined almost stops mattering. What matters is that they allow Adam to finally express emotions that he's carried his entire life. The film understands a very specific kind of loneliness, the kind where rejection stops becoming a fear and starts becoming an expectation. The kind where you grow up feeling emotionally separate from everyone around you. Andrew's eyes and face communicate so much, the sense of being here and elsewhere, or being seen and unseen. Some performances don't need big speeches or dramatic breakdowns. Scott communicates everything just through his eyes. All of Us Are Strangers isn't about ghosts, but about the conversations we never got to have, the versions of ourselves that never fully grew up. And what makes the film so devastating is that Adam isn't haunted by death, but he's haunted by the life he never got to live.